What's going on, guys? It's Another here, and welcome back to another video. Now, today's going to be more of a Black Ops 4 information video. I'm going to go over a few changes that they made to the game, and all of the specialists that we know so far. So anyways, leave a like if you do enjoy this video, and let's get to it. So one of the first small things is that in the older Call of Duty games, like all of the Call of Duty games other than this one, it used to be a 6v6 for each multiplayer match, but now they're changing it into a 5v5. So that's going to be a little interesting. So it's a little bit less people, which is kind of disappointing, although they're probably going to be inputting ground war into the game, but we're not too sure about that. Another big change that they made is that we are no longer going to be choosing specialists at the main menu or the pregame lobby. Right before you choose your class, they will give you the option to choose a specialist. Of course, in the pre-alpha, only 8 specialists were there, although we know a little bit about the last 2 that are supposed to be implemented. There are 10 specialists in total. We will get into that in a second. But yeah, you're going to be able to choose a specialist right before the match starts, and each person can be only chosen once. So, like, there can only be 1 ruin in your team, there can only be 1 battery, and so on. So this kind of reminds me of League of Legends, where, each side can only choose 1 character at once. So there can't be doubles of ruins, there can be doubles of battery, and, etc. So next we're going to talk about the specialists that we know about. First, we're going to start off with Cereth. Cereth has, of course, the Annihilator Pistol, which is a massive high-caliber revolver that fires devastating rounds with increased bullet penetration. She also has Tac Deploy, which is another new ability. It's a deployable beacon that allows your teammates to redeploy to the surrounding area. So next we're going to talk about Ruin. Ruin, of course, has the gravity spikes, but this time it's called Grav-Slam. It's a kinetic device that delivers a lethal blast radius around the point of impact. Next, he has the Grapple Gun, which is personally my favorite, which is basically quickly grapple and zip to locations nearby. Pretty simple. As I talked about in the previous video, this was one of my favorites that I'm probably going to be using most often in either the beta or the full game. And on to the next one, we have Battery. She, of course, has the War Machine, which is a high-explosive grenade launcher, and she has a cluster grenade, which is a powerful explosive grenade that sticks to surfaces and releases sub-munitions upon detonation. So that was seen in the trailer, both her War Machine and her grenade, which can stick to surfaces, and it'll shoot out a bunch of different little grenades. Then next we have Firebreak. He has the Purifier, which is a flamethrower that shoots a steady gout of flame-scorching enemies within close range. Then he also has the Reactor Core, which emits a damaging radiation field that wounds enemies, reducing their maximum health for the duration of their life. Now, this can also move through objects, so as you can see in the trailer, it moved like through these barricades, and the Purifier is a little bit slower and a little more, doesn't have as much range as it does in Black Ops 3. It takes a little longer to kill someone, mainly because instead of everyone having 100 health, we all have 150 health. Next we have Crash. Crash has a Tac 5, which is a device that can heal you and teammates. It also boosts your max health and removes wounds for the user and up to 4 targeted allies. It also works through walls, so if your teammate is all the way across the map, you can still reach them if they're in a gunfight. Alright, so the next specialist we have is Ajax. He has a ballistic shield, which is durable, transforming defensive shield with a built-in machine pistol, so that you can be on the go, protecting yourself, and shooting people at all times. He also has a 9-bang, which is a tactical grenade that flashes and stuns, can be cooked to detonate multiple times. So that's kind of like a mixture of a concussion grenade, a stun grenade, and a flash grenade, along with the cluster grenade that Battery has. So that seems a little overpowered. I don't know. It might receive a nerf, like maybe less time with the flash, but of course we'll have to see within the full game. So the next specialist we have is Torque, which he kind of reminds me of Torbjorn from Overwatch. He has a barricade, which you can deploy reinforced cover for protection while securing objectives. It also has a built-in microwave field, slows and damages enemies. The owner can deactivate it all at will. He also has a razor wire, which is a defensive razor wire, which can damage and slow enemies that attempt to cross it. So the last specialist that was officially confirmed is Recon. He has Vision Pulse, just like the Sparrow Girl from Black Ops 3. It will pulse the map to reveal all enemies for yourself and teammates. So that's a little bit of a change. So instead of it just working for you, it'll also work for your teammates, so your whole team can see people through walls. He also has a sensor dart, which is sensor equipment that reveals enemies in its proximity. So he's both, based on, putting people, revealing the enemy team, basically. So for the last specialist, they're not completely confirmed, but we could see some of them in the trailers. So there's 2 left, and the first one that we could see was actually someone with a guard dog, which I heard that was going to be kind of like Riley, which will follow you around and attack people as you go along. So that seems pretty cool. So for the last one, we barely saw any of him. It's in the Power of Numbers trailer. We think that we can see Prophet, which is basically, this is supposed to be like a prequel before Black Ops 3, because Black Ops 3 is more in the future with the exojumps and everything, and I think that this is Prophet. Of course, he has a sniper, which is a little weird, but I'm pretty sure he had a sniper before he had the Tempest, because of course, the more futuristic weapons. So the last specialist could possibly be the Prophet from Black Ops 3. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys did enjoy, hit that like button. I would really appreciate it. I will be making more information videos like this in the future, and I will see you guys later.